certainly agree. It's always nice to help out someone in distress. It's a good thing to do. But what does the law say actually about what you're required to do when helping someone? And what are the standards to Good Samaritans out there? Here to give us an overview of the basic legal principles is Tom Sinas of Sinas Dramas Law Firm, joining us once again as he does every week. And Tom, I guess, what are the basic legal rules about when someone's required to help out someone else? It's nice, but what's required, I guess?
Well, thanks, Derek. It's a good question, and it's a good thing to discuss. I got to thinking about this because I'm always struck a bit by how people who are not lawyers sometimes think how easy it is to pursue a claim against someone or sue someone else. And from this side of the aisle, it isn't as easy as it always sounds. And one of the reasons it's not is because the law has this rule, and the rule is called duty. And the idea here is that you cannot be sued unless you owe a duty to the person who is trying to sue you. And duty under our law really depends very importantly on a relationship. The basic idea here is that the law says in order to have a duty, the two people have to have some kind of relationship. Well, that brings us to your questions. We don't have relationships with strangers, and so therefore, generally under the law, people are not under any duty to help. But of course, as good people, we want to help other people, and we want to encourage people to help other people. So we have these Good Samaritan laws that exist when someone does undertake to help someone. That, the law says, creates the duty. And then the Good Samaritan law comes in and it changes what type of standard of care there is between the person who's helping and the person who's being helped.
Tell us more about those Good Samaritan laws and like who they would apply to, I guess.
So here's some really common examples. Licensed medical professionals who render aid while they're off duty. Someone who in good faith believes that another person is suffering from an opioid overdose and administers a drug like Narcan, or someone who provides CPR or provides services through an administrative external defibrillator when someone's in need, or a member of a ski patrol rendering aid to someone on a ski hill. All of those are people where the law has said, okay, these are people who are undertaking a specific form of help, and therefore they have that relationship between the person that they're helping. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to change the standard. Now, the normal standard would be reasonableness. Whenever you help someone, you have to exercise reasonable care. For the Good Samaritan law, it says, well, the standard is different. The Good Samaritan could only be liable when helping the person if the Good Samaritan acted recklessly, or what the law calls gross negligence. And that's a very, very high standard. So the idea here, at least, is to make the standard of liability much higher, with the theory being that if you do that, people will be less worried about being sued if they help someone and heaven forbid something goes wrong. Interesting stuff, Tom, indeed. Where do people track you down? They want more information from you. Well, I hope nobody encounters this problem in this situation, but they can find us online at www.sinasdramas.com. Give us a call in West Michigan at 616-301-3333 or shoot us an email at info@sinasdramas.com. Okay, thanks, Tom. Thanks, Derek.